My topic for tonight is all about vaccines for children. Should any vaccines be required for children? The Centers for Disease Control recommends getting 29 doses of 9 vaccines, plus a yearly flu shot after 6 months old for kids aged 0 to 6. Vaccination is indeed very important and one of the requirements to get in school, most especially when they start pre-K, kindergarten, and up. It's one of the requirement. That's why me, as a parent, I make sure that my child will have vaccination up to date. Proponents say that vaccination is safe and one of the greatest health developments of the 20th century. They point out that illnesses including rubella, diphtheria, smallpox, polio, and whooping cough are now prevented by vaccination. And I think that's very important for us to protect our kids nowadays that everything is just not safe. We take them everywhere and like in public places. And these kids, their immunity, most especially in younger kids, their immunity is very immature, and they cannot protect themselves yet. That's why I think vaccination for kids is very important, and I just want parents to see that. These are like some reasons why vaccine is good for your children. Vaccine can also save lives. If you consider vaccine, um, this will really save your daughter or your son's life. You don't know what's gonna hit you in the future. And the American Academy of Pediatrics states that most childhood vaccines are 90 to 99% effective in preventing disease. It will save a lot of children in the world, and it will also save the spread of this very bad diseases, these strong diseases that once they get it, it might result for their death. Another one, vaccines protect the herd. Herd immunity or community immunity means that when a critical portion or the percent of people who need to be vaccinated to provide herd immunity of a population is vaccinated against a contagious disease, it is unlikely that an outbreak of the disease will occur. So most members of the community will be protected. You see, children, parents, and every one of us needs to be educated about this because we live in a country, in a city, or in a world full of people, different kinds of diseases. We don't know what we're getting. And most especially with kids that have poor health and the immunity is immature, it's very hard for them to protect themselves. And getting this vaccine will help them protect themselves. And it won't spread out in the whole world. Vaccines contain harmful ingredients, which is um, a fact that some physicians believe that it's not too harmful for the kids. Some physicians believe that thimerosal, or an organic mercury compound found in trace amounts in one flu vaccine for children and other vaccines for adults, is linked to autism. Aluminum is used in some vaccines, and excess aluminum in human bodies can cause neurological harm. I know it has an effect, but they also said that in breast milk you could get mercury with what the mother eats from food, and it doesn't affect much for the babies. I think that it's natural immunity, and I think they could get over this. And the ingredients in vaccines are safe in the amounts used. Like the ingredients such as thimerosal, formaldehyde, and aluminum, it can be it can be harmful in large doses, but they are not used in harmful quantities in vaccine. Children are exposed to more aluminum in breast milk, see this, and infant formula than they are exposed to in vaccines. Well, in America, parents are capable of making their own decisions about their children's health. We believe in freedom of choice. Um, I have a lot of friends and family who doesn't believe in vaccine, and it is a choice. If you would want your children to be vaccinated, sure. If you don't want to, then there's no one there's no one that could like tell you what to do. However, we need to have an honest conversation about issues that surround childhood vaccination to develop an effective, well-informed policy. Ongoing efforts to strengthen the community immunity through educational campaigns for parents and have a greater access to preventive health care in general that will allow parents to make well informed decisions which will benefit kids and communities alike. I hope that you 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 like my speech, and I hope that you understand what I'm trying to point out. If you don't feel like vaccination is for your children, it's okay to leave it off. But for me as a parent, I would want my children to be vaccinated just so I could protect them from serious illnesses in the future. And that's all.